told you. I told you we are not letting this guy in. No. He gets enough of my attention and my time.
It's giving fever dream.
What's a fever dream?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Anyway, we're back. This is episode 20.
Guys, we're laughing because we did a whole 15, 20 minutes before this. Wrong episode number. So, yeah. This could be 19, this could be 20, depending on which area.
It's an episode, you guys are here. I'm sick of it.
We do whatever we want. We should just start numbering them randomly.
Oh my god, and throw everybody off? Oh, no, we're leaving that in here just so they know.
Yeah, be like, episode 67.
Woo! They're like, where are the other 66 episodes?
You'll never know. Subscribe to our Patreon, which we do not have.
This is all free content.
This is so free. You guys are welcome. You guys will be paying money for this.
That's actually so funny.
They're crazy. It was 2 episodes ago that we alluded to the fact that we were on vacation. Yeah, gave y'all a little cock tease. Because we never actually explained. We didn't talk about anything about it.
Yes.
And you're still not going to get anything more about it. But.
That's right.
But, in your 20s, well, in my 20s, I can't speak of everyone's 20s.
My 20s.
Travel's a really big deal. Yeah. So, I mean, is it a big deal for everyone in their 20s?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. I think, traveling in your 20s, it's, a novelty, you're finally able to just, explore the world at your own expense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I think graduating high school, heading into university, a lot of people just, they take that time to reward themselves. Go to places they've never been before, just do some fuck shit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, even now, I can't say I was one of the people that did that, but I have made it a commitment to travel at least once a year.
Nice.
So that's a thing, I think.
Wow, you're rich.
No, that is not what that means.
You're rich.
That is not what that fucking means.
You're rich.
But yeah. Yeah, I think it is a big thing for 20s, Just getting out there, seeing what's out there.
What's that? I mean, low commitments. Most of us don't have children, their own, our own pets. We're just starting in the workforce. We're not VPs of a company.
I mean, even those niggas be disappearing, but that's besides the point. We're not getting into that.
That's the issue. But yeah, I mean, everyone's like, oh, traveling in your 20s. We are. Shut up. Let us do it. We get it. We know. That's what we're actively doing. But whatever. Aside from those people as well, I think it's the perfect time. And I mean, I do be doing it. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where has been your... What's our favorite place you've been so far? Don't ask me this question. Tell you right now.
Favorite place I've been so far. Based on what? Can it be based on anything?
Yeah. I'm not gonna tell you what your favorite is.
It's that I was based on memories, based on vibes.
You pick.
It's tough. It's a tough one. I think I have to do an honorary mention. Okay. Just because it was the very first time I'd ever traveled outside of North America. Well, I lied. It was still in North America. Traveled outside of Canada and the U.S.
Okay.
And that was, yeah, that was our first vacation. And we went to Mexico. Oh. Cancun.
Is that the honorary mention?
Yes.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah. Just because, it was so much fun.
It was.
It was so much fun. And there were a lot of, like, memories that I'll, not, like, never forget, but, like, things I was able to do that I didn't think I'd be able to do.
Like what? Well, yeah. Like I wasn't there, but like what?
The ATVing, that's not something I would pick for myself.
Nice.
So yeah, just getting to do it was nice.
Okay.
Definitely the boat ride.
Oh.
Having our own private boat, that was the next type of luxury.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll ever get to do that again.
No, we will. We're gonna be rich.
Oh, okay. You better preach.
Yeah, I will be rich.
I will be rich. And drinking all day.
It's that. It's that.
Yeah, I think absolutely, that's one of the few memories that I have that I will absolutely cherish. But in terms of vibes, our most recent trip to LA, Vegas, and Phoenix is one for the books. I still don't think I can pick a favorite city out of those three.
Impossible.
But definitely the whole trip, like, in and of itself, amazing.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
That was gonna be my vibe pick.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, well, if we're here, might as well. What was I gonna say? I already lost it.
It gives goat when you do that.
That's what I need. Just like super. I like. When a kid is super slow, that he just seems like a goat. Like when a child is very slow.
No,
they just give animal.
I'm not understanding the relation between slow child and goat.
Like they're just so stupid. Like their brain is actually functioning at a slower level that it's comparable to a goat.
Okay.
Just, yeah.
I'll let you stand on that.
Like,
I truly, there's nothing else I can say that will make me understand more.
Yeah, I think one day it'll click. Okay. One day you're going to see a kid.
I'm going to think goat.
Yes.
Period.
And you're going to think back to this moment.
I'll take your word for it.
All right, I'm ready. LA, Vegas, Phoenix, our vibe pick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why do you think it was a good trip?
Ooh. I think it was a number of things. The first being sort of the mindset I had going into it. Obviously, I knew I was going with you, but the other two people I didn't really know all that well. So it's just like, keeping an open mindset and just trying to be ready for anything, right? Like just being open-minded about the whole trip, like start to finish. And then second was the people themselves, I think for sure. I think there's a certain attitude you have to have when traveling, and it's just like not only being like the open-minded aspect, but just being like accommodating and willing to sort of test the waters.
You lost a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, okay, ultimately what I'm trying to say is not being so like adamant about like sticking to the schedule, like being flexible. That's what it is.
Okay.
Like being flexible both in terms of like your attitude and in like the itinerary of the day. And yeah, also like planning beforehand. I think that really played a part, like having a general idea of like the activities that we wanted to do. So yeah, I think those three things.
Okay, so to sum up your points, preparation, flexibility, and open-mindedness.
Correct.
Nice. I mean, those are three very important parts.
Yeah.
Like, I think one of them falters, your whole ship crumbles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What about you?
What about me?
Share with the class.
What about me? What am I sharing?
I don't know. Your three things as to why it went well.
Oh, okay. Nice. I don't know if I got three.
Why'd you ask me for three?
I didn't ask you for three. Oh. Whoa.
Maybe I just
y'all heard that?
Sorry. Sometimes I get a little crazy, guys. lose track of the plot, and it comes out in very, very apparent ways.
We're sundowners.
Not the sundowners.
I think I just diagnosed everyone with sundowners. Anytime anyone started acting the type of way, sundowners. I think I'm gonna start doing that at work. Did you take your sundowners medication today? Yeah.
That's funny.
Okay. My 3 things that went well, I think they kind of like bleed into like just like 3 things I know I need to travel well with anybody. One, the only word I can think of right now is like acceptance, but to expand on that, it's like really just accepting that all the people you're traveling with are human beings. Like, everyone needs their time to be quiet and like alone. Everyone is gonna have a moment where, not like they snap, but like annoyance, irritation, all those things. Everyone's also gonna have those moments where like we're having the time of our lives. Like, it's not, if you're going into it thinking everything's always gonna be 100% fun 100% of the time with 100% energy from 100% of the people, that's 500%. Well, I think it's 4.
I wasn't doing the math, so I couldn't tell you.
That's 400%. And that number doesn't exist. To my second one is, I have kindness right now, but like, kind of fits in with acceptance in terms of the word. But what I'm trying to like point out is the fact that no one knew every single other person. I was the one that knew the most about everyone, or kind of had a connection with everyone the most. And even still, like, I had only talked to Maria through Sarah's phone a couple of times. So remembering that and kind of like just being kind to meeting new people, and not like, no one came in like super standoffish, and like, I'm not gonna say I didn't think Maria was gonna be kind, because that's not true. Sorry, Maria. Just being like a nice person and like building the relationship or friendship while also being accepting. I don't know if any of that makes sense.
I think so. Definitely, I think acceptance is one. Like, sort of just accepting both with people, like people's attitudes and sort of the way that things went.
Mm-hmm.
And the second way I sort of framed it was like grace, like having grace towards others. Like, you understand that they are people, so like you are accepting of that, like providing grace and room for error. Yeah, essentially.
I think my third one, I'm trying to think of one that you didn't already pick.
I don't even remember what I said.
You said open-mindedness, flexibility,
and preparation. Yeah, you're right.
Because all the other ones are taken. I will go with a really generic one, and everyone might shoot themselves in the eyeballs when they hear this, but communication. But in relation to this trip specifically, I think with all of those other qualities and like characteristics, we were still able to communicate effectively. 99% of the time. 1% of the time, yeah, it happens. But if someone wasn't feeling something, like, I know the first night we were like, yeah, we're tired, we would prefer to go back to the hotel instead of sitting there and letting our low energy affect the group. That's what, us at Six Flags, when we're like, damn, this day is hot and we are all hanging on by a thread.
That last ride?
We would have made it if they moved faster.
I don't know what they were doing.
We waited longer at the other ride and we still went on it. Whatever. But yeah, imagine like no one said anything and we were all kind of just silently perishing.
Not perishing.
Yeah. Or Sarah and Maria being not being brave enough to be big vaxxed. But being like, yeah, we're hungry. instead of getting hangry. All of those things I've definitely experienced before, so I think that's my last one. Mm-hmm. Communication. Because you made me do 3. So what was that? Open-mindedness, flexibility, preparation, grace, acceptance, and communication. It's a solid list.
It is. I think when you have like bad trips, not like, but like actual trips with others, there's normally a problem with one of those 6 things.
Wow, are we travel experts? It's our book. Yeah. But you're right. Yeah. I definitely think it is. I was trying to think of like other things that like maybe it could be, but I'm like, yeah. I think they all kind of fall into one of those 6 categories.
Yeah. So, have a good trip. Make sure you're going with people who understand those 6 things. Yeah. Essentially, just people who are willing to put their best foot forward.
Yeah.
And I think, sometimes people go in with the assumption that, like, one city's the same as another city. That's not the case, especially when you've never been there before. Mm-hmm. So sometimes it just does take an extra bit of patience and willingness to sort of assist and figure out where things are going.
Yeah. But I think that just comes down to, like, communication, as we said.
Exactly.
One of our 6 pillars. Yeah. Find it in our new book. I'm always trying to sell something.
I swear! These books don't even exist!
They don't. Yeah. I mean, traveling's not easy. I know it, you know it, everyone knows it. Sometimes we forget it, but traveling's not easy. It's not. Most of the time, everyone's in a new spot, as you said. Mm-hmm. Some cities require more effort. Yeah. There are different nuances everywhere you go around the world. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, have grace. Yeah. Be open-minded. Mm-hmm. Be flexible. Mm-hmm.
And listen.
That's also a good one. Yeah. But also, that falls in your communication. Because you can't communicate and not listen.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I agree.
Fair.
Yeah. This is like not like an honorable mention per se, but just like a green flag, you know? And that would be to take advantage of people's strengths.
Not just take advantage of people.
No. Just take advantage of people.
That's it. We end the episode here.
No, take advantage of people's strengths. Not everyone is going to be great at the same things. So when you find out that someone's better at something than possibly you are or someone else is, let them take the reins. There's no shame in that. You might want to like lead the entire time, especially if like maybe you're hosting, but sometimes you're not that guy.
You're not that guy. You're not that guy.
If someone speaks another language, take advantage of that. They'll be able to help you find directions and get wherever you're going, especially if you guys are lost. Like
people that'll just sit there and just be like, we're lost.
Please don't cry about it. I think this just goes to show, like, there are people who are problem focused and people who are solution focused. When you're traveling, you must be solution focused. Mm-hmm. You can't be problem focused because that is when everything falls apart fast, so quickly. You will not know what hit you. No. You'll be like, you'll go grab a drink and then you'll be like, oh, like, I'll go try and figure out, where we're going and what we're doing. Like, I'll be right back. And you leave the rest of the group. And all of a sudden you come back to a full-fledged argument.
Oh, yeah. Those are never fun.
Mm-hmm. Like, yeah. So I think that's one thing to know, for sure.
That's good. Mm-hmm. Also, refer to our episode number 2. Oh, no, it's a hurdle. Solution-focused versus problem-focused.
Yes.
What were we talking about before this? You said you had an honorable mention. Oh, well, my honorable mention might throw everything that we've just said
out the window. What are you about to say?
I think, worst case scenario, everything's falling apart. 0 out of 6 characteristics are present in this group trip, I say fuck it. You make your own trip.
Honestly, sometimes that's what it comes down to. In order for you to like have a good time and make the best use of your time, sometimes you gotta deviate from the group.
Yep. Solo trip.
Yeah. You gotta figure out what your own intentions are, what your own hot spots are gonna be, and you just go off by yourself.
Exactly.
I would say still provide updates to everyone else, just so they don't think you're dead.
Safety first,
please. Yeah, safety first for sure. But in order for you to have a good time, that you need to sort of separate and get into a different headspace and a different direction. Then that's what you got to do.
It's that. I think if you kind of I don't know where I'm going with this. Well, I do know where I'm going with this. I don't know how to get there. I think this is also something you can always have in your back pocket. Like, being open-minded also includes, and being flexible includes with yourself and your own time. So, what I like to do, or, in the back of my mind, I know I like to do, these 3 things, and I will always love those 3 things. And I'm not going to say every city in the world is going to have these 3 things. Mm-hmm. If a trip is going south and, I just need my own time, I have these 3 things that I can search on Google and go do by myself, recharge, reset, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So ultimately, the lesson in here is, as OLG says, know your limits, play within it. So, yeah.
Not OLG.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Circling way back. I'll give you my top countries, places. I was just going to pretend that didn't happen. But I knew someone was going to point it out. Mm-hmm. I didn't do, my favorite spots.
Oh, yes. Yes. Yeah. You just did the vibe. You didn't do your favorite country. I mean, neither did I, technically, but that's besides the point.
You want to do yours?
No.
Oh. Do you have one?
I gave the honorable mention. That counts.
No, that's not a favorite. I think you do your top, because mine.
I can't really do a top because I've only been to 2 places.
What you mean? Oh,
yeah. Well, 3 places. I lied.
What's 3?
Cuba.
What was 2?
It's Mexico, Cuba, and the United States.
Oh, okay. I didn't think we were counting. Well, I knew it, but I didn't know it was part of the. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Well, you can do a favorite city, because
no,
you'll have 3, and then I'll have 3 that match your 3.
Huh?
My honorable mention would be Glasgow, because I was gonna classify it as pivotal, essentially. I learned a lot, I did a lot, I experienced a lot, but Glasgow's not my favorite city in the world. So it's equivalent to your Mexico. It's an important milestone.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite, just city. You know what? You're right. I'll leave it because I actually can't pick one. I don't know. I liked all the places that I've been for very different reasons. So I don't have one.
Period.
Yeah.
Now we're even. Great.
Yeah, nice. I thought I could pick one. But yeah, I can't. It's okay. Circling way back. Okay, we did positive trips. We can do negative trips.
Mm-hmm. The funny thing is, black people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's do negative trips.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do negative trips. As I've mentioned, haven't been to many places, so there isn't a lot of opportunity to
fuck up.
I could go into details, but I won't. Maybe in the future when I don't feel like crying my eyes out.
Period.
Is there anything you'd like to add? Because Kayla was on this trip with me. We just to sum up how this went. This went so poorly. We got back from like an evening activity at like 12 in the morning, and we spent our time talking about how poorly this trip went all the way till 5 a.m. That's how bad this went.
Yes, we did. It was hysterical, like fever dream.
We were laughing the entire time, but I want you guys to know that it wasn't laughter because it was funny. It was laughter because it was absolutely remarkably horrible.
Yeah, like laughing so we didn't cry. Laughing so we didn't cry. My 2 points that I want to add to this. One, I think it's really funny that every time, well, I'm not going to say every time we go on a trip. No, it might be. It happened for all of them except for Cuba. No, it didn't.
No.
Wait.
No.
Wait. There's always one really long night. We always just end up just not seeing the sunrise, but like just doing something for like an unreasonable amount of time at night.
There's always one late night into the morning activity.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was point one. I just peeped that now.
Yeah.
That's really funny. Number 2, and
what would have been Mexico? What did we do?
we were in their room, but I don't count that. I just count it as
that. Yeah, that doesn't count.
There's always like a late night frolic, or what? No, because we're not always going somewhere.
No,
it's a late night,
like festivity. No, festivity doesn't work here.
Yeah,
shenanigans.
Yeah. There's always a late night shenanigan of some sort.
Yeah. You fucking whores.
No. Yeah. Well, if that's what you think.
Honestly, if that's what you think, fuck you and fuck your mama too.
It's giving Dunkin' Butterburn. I know what you did for that money, you cunt. You hate me. You dragged me to Paris. Your money. You had that the whole time.
You sold your body. That's the worst thing a lady could do.
I hate that guy.
Shut up, wetter bum.
Yeah. My point 2, to seal all that off, is I think, in addition to all that shit that happened, just a lot of it could have been mitigated if we planned before.
Yeah.
Even if the other people let us plan before. Or let one person plan before.
Mm-hmm.
And then that person had the responsibility of letting everyone know. Yeah. So much could have been rectified. All that to say, not a great trip. Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. Not a great trip. And again, can be summed up by just obey the 6 pillars of traveling.
That's it. Yeah. I was like, is that my worst? I don't know. It's tied. I'm not going to say I've got quite a few. I've got 2. That's one of them. That's crazy.
Italy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love Italy. Gotta go back.
We're going to go back. I want to go to Italy.
Yeah. We'll do it.
Yeah.
I haven't been to any of the major cities. Don't fucking laugh.
Sorry.
And I think that should have said a lot to begin with.
I don't know why you guys were in Hicktown. I don't know why you guys were out in fucking buttfuck.
Me. But whatever. Yeah. They picked somewhere, not that no one's ever heard before, but like, whatever. They had already been, so that's fine. Whatever. The problem-oriented, when we miss our connecting flight, made me lose my mind. Airport habits. That's also a big one. But I feel like that gets tied in with a lot of other stuff. People that are sprinting through the airport when we're not actively late, sit down. I lied. Get shot. Also, if we're not in agreement that everyone's going to be running, what's the point of you running to the gate and me getting left behind?
Also, I think, like one, time management, but that doesn't really, like, fall in here.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, two, I think everyone just needs to maintain, like, a calm attitude.
Yes.
You cannot be, like, yeah, no, I'm gonna stick with that.
No,
you
right.
can be happy and calm.
Mm-hmm. Truly relax. The worst that can happen once we're in the airport is we miss our flight. Then you know what we do? We find another flight because we're solution-oriented people. What else? The accommodation choice, super poor. I had to walk up 4 flights of stairs to get to the Airbnb.
Also, caveat, if you truly don't care about the other people in your group, you shouldn't invite them in the first place.
Don't go on a group trip.
Don't go on a group trip with them.
That's it.
That's the moral of that story. It's important to also know who you're going with. Like, and this sort of ties into, like, the grace and acceptance aspect.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes the people you're traveling with need accommodations. You have to be more accessible.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's important to note that. So if you're not aware of that stuff beforehand, I don't know what to tell you. You should know that stuff beforehand. Exactly. You absolutely have to know that stuff beforehand.
Yeah.
Because it's a group trip. It's meant to be enjoyable together.
Fair. Very good point.
Yeah. You should know everyone's capabilities from the get. From the get.
It's that. And also, let's just be realistic.
Absolutely.
Who's out here trying to, like,
climb across the Great Wall of China?
No. That ties into our first activity of the night. It was like 8 p.m. They wanted to go do like a 4K hike.
Yeah, no.
I was like, no, I also don't want to do that. That doesn't interest me.
Yeah.
And they were like, okay, we're going to go do it. We'll meet at this place for dinner. And then I had to walk the streets of Italy on my first night. By myself. Crazy. Yeah, so it was just a lot of that. So I think also, again, none of the pillars were present.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I love that.
I think that pretty much sums up everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so this was episode 20. You know, just to sum it all up for you guys. Traveling tips, tactics, communicate, have grace, acceptance.
Uh-huh. Open-mindedness. Flexibility.
And preparation.
I always forget preparation!
So yeah, those are our 6 little pillars to keep in mind when you guys are preparing to travel. You guys can credit us for that.
You better.
And try and steal our
No,
shit.
you better.
You'll see it in Kayla's next book. Traveling the World.
With Kayla Palmer.
With Kayla Palmer.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you know, all of our episodes are available on Spotify, YouTube, Google Podcasts, and Apple Podcasts.
Yeah. See, that's why I don't do the outro. See?
Yeah. And yeah, before we wrap everything up and say goodbye, we have a special announcement for you.
Ew, why'd you say it like that?
We have a special announcement for you.
Ew. But yeah, so episode 20, we're gonna call this the end of season 1 of Golden Nuggets. We have enjoyed having you guys, just as we hope you guys have enjoyed listening to us. But from the months of September to, we're going to see at what point in January we're going to be dropping bonus little 10-minute, 20-minute episodes for you guys so you don't miss us too much before we're back full swing whenever we come back. I don't want to give y'all a date because I don't know the date, but we're making some big moves. And
those will be officially announced when we start our new season.
Oh, okay. I was about to drop it right now.
No, you guys don't get to find out.
But yeah, we'll be taking a break. you guys still know you can find our content on our Instagram, GLDNNGTS, and keep an eye out for those bonus episodes. We've got some good stuff lined up. I'll say that. We've got some good stuff. And again, there's 20 episodes for you guys to go listen to. I know you haven't listened to every single one. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Go do it.
Not go do it. But yeah, listen to our episodes, guys, and we hope you continue with us with the bonus episodes. Big moves are coming, and we'll update you whenever that happens.
Keep an eye out for season 2.
Bye.